Welcome back. And as we look at, we've done it in general as who we are as coaches, as we're noticing ourselves in our normal lives. But now we're going to look at developing our practice of reflection when we're looking back at what happened in our own past, in our own sessions. I'd like to invite you to observe yourself as you look back on one of your sessions, or even an incident with a family member or a colleague or someone in your life, some time in your life. I want you to think about the client situation. We will not be sharing this with other people. So think about the client situation that you were facing. It may be something that was a little bit more painful for you, or something that gave you a big win. So think about the situation. Take 3 minutes write down what you notice or what you're curious about when you reflect about the situation and the session. I'm going to keep quiet now so that you can take the time to reflect. Okay. Now that you've taken the time to write down what you notice or what you're curious about, I'd like to invite you to take a few more minutes to make a drawing or an image about you and this client or the client's context. Drawing helps cement, images help cement things in our mind. And it also helps us reflect more inwardly at what is going on in that situation. Some reflective questions that you can ask yourself, or the kind of reflective questions that are usually shared in coaching supervisions sessions are, what stories, if any, do you have about this client that we just reflected on? What do you notice about who you are with this client? And what do you see that you had not noticed about this client before? So if you could shift one thing, what would it be? So for example, the location, the presence, the interventions, the tone, your pace, your judgment biases. So while we were going through this reflective session, I was remembering a class that I was conducting training in. And one of the participants volunteered to be a guinea pig of coaching. And they brought a very personal topic. On a personal level, I felt uncomfortable with the openness that this participant had brought into the group. But now, upon reflection, I see that this person felt a lot of trust within the group, even though it was only 2 hours or 3 hours into the session. They felt that they could trust me and trust the group to bring this sensitive topic. And one of the things that I'm sitting there and thinking is, how can I shift my group and team coaching sessions so that we can build that trust a little bit more, a little faster within our sessions. It could be that because it was a group of strangers, it was easier, but that's something that I'll be working on. So probably more of the trust building exercises that I start in with complete strangers, I can start introducing more of them in my team and group coaching sessions to help facilitate that intimacy a little bit faster, that security that people feel a little faster. So that's kind of part of the reflective, my personal reflection that I'm sharing with you here.